fictional like holiday.
You guys are such nerds. Oh my
You're a
god.
nerd.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Nuh-uh.
100%. So are you. You're here playing D&D.
Nuh-uh.
Anybody who
No? Okay, then
who
leave.
hangs out
I'm
in these
cool.
Discord chats knows for a fact we
Yeah.
are nerds.
That's true. But
Anybody
we're
who hangs
nerds.
out in here.
Hangs out.
Oot and a boot.
Every once in a while, we'll be out doing something, and I'll be like, "Oh, we gotta go, guys." Like Saturday night. Oh, why? Guys, have D&D. I just gotta go play some D&D. Don't worry about it.
All right,
You
let's
guys want to hear
see.
something kind of funny?
I would love to hear something kind of funny.
So it doesn't mean a ton to you without this context. So I'll just preface this with this context. For someone who is Mormon, it's a big deal when you get your mission call, right?
Right.
And like the whole process of getting your mission call, it's actually a very lengthy process where you have to like get like
Not a bad
medical
saying about 3
clearance
minutes.
and like you have to like do some spiritual preparation and just things like that just to prove that you actually want to go on a mission. And then what you end up doing is you write a letter leader and typically like a parent to write a letter for you that gets sent to our church leadership, like the top of the top. And then once a week they go through all the names of people that want to go on missions. They say yes or no, and then they give you a mission call. So you don't know where you're going until they actually send you a response, right? And say like, you've been accepted as a missionary, you're going to go and serve in this place. So like when I went through that process, I got called to serve in Brazil. My two brothers, one served in Mozambique, Africa, the other one served in Ghana, Africa.
Busy, did you hear that about Helldivers? You should
It's
launch
completely
it.
random. My dad served in Dallas, Texas. So you never know where you're gonna go.
Right.
So it's
Got distracted by a TikTok. Apparently today with Helldivers 2, they have Liberty Day stuff, and it's free stuff on Helldivers, so I'm literally updating it. Let me take a little looky. I know, I'm currently updating it. I seen the little thingy saying that you launched it.
I don't know how she pulled it off. Like I don't even know what that would be akin to. Because like I said, typically you even have to get your parents like a letter from your parents in order to go. But somehow she got around that because like both my brother and my sister-in-law had no clue that she was like going through the process of going on a mission. It was pretty cool. I was very proud of her. What do you say? Anything?
Hello.
Hello.
I'd say a word.
Oh, it's
might leave.
Cressy.
I
don't
don't have anything to say other than that's kind of neat, and I hope she enjoys herself.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not saying it to her, but
I was saying that about Brian joining. Nobody
Yeah.
said anything.
Wait,
Um,
what?
I didn't get the notification saying he joined. Otherwise, I would have said something. Hi, Brian.
I'm here. Surprise.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Geez.
Hello. Hi, Brian. I know you're very
just-
excited that I'm back.
We're just talking about you.
I know, you always are. Sus.
About how
Well.
weirdly lopsided your butt is.
Excuse
Okay,
me.
that's
You
odd.
know,
That's
here's
a
the
very
You
random.
promised not to tell anyone.
Here's the thing. Wait, his butt or my butt? I don't
Your
know about
butt.
Brian's butt. I have an exceptional butt, so it's like not
She
offensive,
does actually. That's how she knows that I'm joking.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
She's
If I'm ever
Brazilian. What do you
offended-
expect?
Okay, it's true.
hips don't lie, and it's starting to feel it's right.
It's true. I have
How did
never
we
told a
get
lie
here?
with my hips. I don't know. I ask myself very frequently.
Any cool stuff, Dizzy? I'm still waiting on my update. I will need a recap from the week I fell asleep.
That is okay. Also,
From literally every single thing that happened because she said 2 words the entire session.
asleep.
I was-
fell asleep.
It was-
Mel was here. She was just head on her desk asleep.
No, I was at my dad's and I was laying down because I moved to the basement. And the next thing I knew, I was out, and then I heard everybody calling my name, and I woke up and I was like, "What?"
It reminds me of that time that I had that surgery. And I was like, no, guys, I can be there. And then,
Oh,
halfway
yeah.
through, I was like, guys, I can't be here. I'm out.
That was me
Yeah.
at Gen Con. We finished that
Tried really
combat, and I
hard.
was like, guys, I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
passing out in my fucking chair. Like, I need to go the fuck to sleep.
That
I
reminds
love the
I
commitment.
was also in a different time zone completely. So you guys were still at like 10 o'clock, and for me it was midnight, and I'm like, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Well, it's
that's
like
it.
the time that I took a THC gummy to go to sleep, and I was like, I'll just take it like at 9, and then it'll be fine. I'd never taken one before, and it was no, that was also a very bad idea. D&D was rough that night for me.
She was very giggly.
Yeah,
We
that's the,
remember.
I don't know. Yeah, that was the night that I couldn't like talk.
I asked her, like, what do you mean by that, Megan? And all of a sudden she just started laughing, like, uncontrollably. And I was like, it wasn't really that funny, but I mean,
No.
here I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The whole night, I was like, my gosh, Megan, you're never going to take these things ever again.
No, and by the way, I hated it because I knew it's not like I was like out of my mind. I was like, I'm aware of that I can't stop laughing and I just can't. So this is
Where it's like, Megan, you're never taking these again, and he pours them all on the floor for pickles.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Bad.
Pickles was tripping for days.
No, I'm fine with them now. I built a tolerance. Okay, I'm good.
Rumor has it, pickles still hasn't come down.
We haven't seen
You
them in
wouldn't-
weeks.
You wouldn't be. You wouldn't be able to tell though.
That's true.
Just the snoring is different.
In case if anybody wanted to know, BYU won today.
Yeah,
I was gonna
Wow.
ask.
really
I'm-
good day.
Apparently,
I got something, but I was
Apparently,
distracted again, so I
no,
didn't quite see what
no.
it was. But at least I got it. Thanks for letting me know. Of course. If
So
if
that's
I
all
get
we talk about at my
just the
house.
one item, I'll let you know what it was exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
because
about to
you
talk
were not.
about some Dungeons and Dragons.
Holy freaking
let's
yeah.
go.
I'm gonna mute so y'all don't have to hear me eat.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you.
We appreciate that. All right. So, since pretty much everybody's here, I figure I can at least begin the recap. First, I will say also, I've updated a few things. The recurrent quest / recap and documents is updated, so it's no longer super behind anymore like it was. And I've updated some of the descriptions for some of the characters. Not that any of it is particularly fundamental information, but if you wish to go through those again, they are slightly updated for some of them at least. Okay, so you guys have made it to Red Ring, and as you have begun exploring, you have learned that the source of On your way there, you discovered several impact kind of spots in the sand where glass was created from the lightning elementals that escaped and began running rampant. And you found some interesting objects called bolt crystals within them. Once you made it into the city, you
I'm getting all the games
learned
updated in my
at
Steam
this
library
point
after
that
moving a bunch.
the elementals came
I'll
from
probably
some
be
sort of
laying down
magical
for a bit.
surge located from
Headache
the
isn't
Wizard's
giving up.
Tower in the inner ring.
I will leave a lurk up if you hop off before I get up / wake up. I hope you have a
And
great stream and a great night. I hope your headache goes away,
as such,
Dizzy.
the inner ring was currently
Thank you
closed
for the
off
lurky
as it
lurk.
was being cleared of elementals by the guard. So you guys took to exploring a little bit of the outer ring of the city. You found a place for, well, Bob Tomadil, I should say, found a place to perform, and he made a killing. Yes. You also found the local kind of main inn called the Warm Den, and there you met at last Thana Tostavir, a leader of a mercenary group who seemed to know who you guys were from your reputation. She was with her mercenaries looking for the Sphinx that is rumored to be somewhere within the desert. And she is planning to set off to the Palace of the Wish, the old capital, in a couple of days, and has invited you to join her or meet her there, either one. Silver received some mail and has begun making preparations for various shenanigans as Lord Farquaad. Let's see, what else has happened?
Farquaad, dude. What a phenomenal turn of events.
Oh, yes, Rundar went to the trading area in the city called the Gold Lanes, and he found, once again, your good friend Duncan Sword, who seems to be having some trouble with his forge, as magical lightning from an elemental has ravaged it and has gotten stuck there. But he has an idea for a device, and if you bring him 10 bolt crystals, he thinks he can harness that lightning into a weapon or item for you.
We had some, right?
Yeah,
I think you
we
have-
picked up a few.
I think Grindar has like 3, and then there's a couple others spread amongst you guys, maybe?
Yeah, I got...
You'll have to check your inventories.
Bloop, 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 bloop. I have 1 of them.
Well, there you go.
I know that Tom didn't give it, or not Tom, excuse me, oh, Freudian slip, am I right?
Yeah, no one knew that's who that character was supposed to be.
Wait, I'm sorry,
Really?
what?
Bomb Tombadil. Didn't care. Picking me up because he
I
doesn't
still
care
have
about
all
anything.
this, gun components in my...
Oh yeah.
we never figured that out, did we? Maybe Duncan knows what to do with them.
Just don't get pulled over. It'd be real cool.
Well, it'll be like, what are these random pieces of metal? I don't know, but they might make a gun if I knew what I was doing. I hear my
Didn't
kids
you
walking
ask
around.
Duncan about it?
No, I didn't ask him. I forgot I had them. I've just been lugging around these big pieces of metal, I guess.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, no, they're probably in the magic bag. It's fine.
That'll work if you ever get pulled over.
What, that they're in my magic bag?
No, these pieces probably make a gun, but I don't know.
Well, you could
Do you
say that
see
for
a
most
serial
things.
number on them? 'Cause I sure as hell don't.
It could be a gun. It could be anything else. It could be a coffee maker. You don't know, officer. The bolt crystals. We have to go back out to the desert, right? Like all
One more, yeah.
the glass place thing.
Well, you know that they seem to be wherever you find or would have found lightning elementals so far.
So like,
Wait, are we gonna be able to like make a
Ooh,
car?
I forgot to switch
That'd
my
be awesome.
category.
That one
Hold on.
tower, right?
There we go.
That's the closed one.
There
We should
is
probably-
a
We should
wizard's
probably
tower.
break in. Yeah, we should probably break into that. I think that's a good idea.
Why does anyone think breaking into a wizard's fucking tower is a good idea? I just want to like in
Listen-
lore. Why does
listen.
anybody think that's a great idea?
Because it'll be fun. You
There could be
walk
some
hard,
really fancy things in
and-
there.
Solara will sneak in, and I'll Bomb will perform,
Mhm.
and I will
He's very good
fly
at that,
in
by the
through
way.
the window.
Perform
Tom's
about
very good
his silverberry.
Yeah, and
Me-
he'll roll like a 38, so everybody will have to watch him. It'll be perfect.
Don't you worry, I've got another song in the pipe just waiting for the right moment.
That worries me immensely. But okay.
He breaks in, and it turns out the wizard is a huge fan of Bomb.
Oh my gosh! It's Bob Bombadil!
It'd be like if Taylor Swift walked into your room right now.
You're
You're like, I don't
And
care,
rolled a
take whatever you
32.
want. Can you sing me something?
Bust open the door and start singing.
Oh,
You can sing anything you want. Mom.
whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I logged out. Gosh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
He knows.
All right, I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock.
All right. Also, based on what you guys have heard from moving around the city, there is a list of points of interest in the city that you can find in your handouts as well. If you have the desire to go to any of them, you can go anywhere else as well, but those are there.
Of interest. Let's go to all of them. Holy cow, there's a lot of them. A warm den, gold lanes, bloody law. Oh gosh, Hunters Guild. What's a Hunters Guild? Gallery of the
Doesn't concern you, wizard.
Art.
It's a guild of
Okay.
hunters.
Yeah, but like, what are they hunting? I want to know. Feathers, hideaway, restaurant.
Rabbits,
City post.
mountain goats.
Dark Main.
What was
guard
that book
houses.
about the guy that was like hunting people? It was like the ultimate game or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Deadly.
Yep,
Oh,
you got it. You're right there.
Island.
no, I know what it is. A dangerous man. Dangerous
Most dangerous
game.
game.
There it is.
Most
Most
dangerous
dangerous
game.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. That's what I was.
Yeah,
thinking.
Danger Man. It was Danger
Yeah,
Man.
that's-
Danger
anyway,
Man. That's it.
To the point, that's what they're hunting. Yeah, there you go, men.
Danger Man.
Sun Chaser House. What's that? Is that okay? Wait, Darkmane, Sun Chaser, Prime Roar. Are those all Lion Men families?
Yes, those are the three main prides that you know are kind of in charge here.
Okay. Falling Silver Theater. Ooh, a theater. Grand Council Hall, meeting hall. Ooh, Meyer
Somebody
Tower.
say theater.
Wait, is Meyer Tower the tower that we can't go in?
You couldn't have gone to anywhere in the inner ring before, unless you asked to try and get in. But yes, I mean it's there.
But is
You-
that
you
the
don't-
one that we couldn't go in though, because they're closing it or whatever?
The
Is it
inner ring,
element-
the entire inner ring, you couldn't go to.
Oh, the whole thing.
Not that you tried, but yes, it was closed off to the public.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah,
What would the likelihood be of being elected mayor in one of these towns? that we're in? Like, If I-
low
if the
you're going to
Prezi
be
wanted to run
passing
for
through.
mayor.
Well, I mean, you need to be there long enough to run and be known.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I didn't-
Probably know how that goes. You-
Or let's say that you just had a, very charismatic individual by your side.
right.
Or
Yeah.
hostile takeover.
I mean, both of those work. You'd also have to ask the question of how do you keep running it if you want to keep adventuring? That's
Could we take it by
also a
force?
good question.
This is our town now.
Well, whoever's town it might be. Are you guys ready to begin?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
All right, as you wake up in your rooms in the inn, you wake having had, once again, dreams of the goddess in the desert calling to you. Especially vivid now and still just as eerie.
Is she what?
You can see a picture of her and make that determination for yourself.
Cool, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a personal question. It had nothing to do with Tom. Excuse me, Tom.
Of course. I mean, I know he's very loyal, I'm sure,
Yes.
to his Silverberry.
Yes.
Now, you guys have woken up and are ready to once again begin your day. There is a tavern down in the lower level of the inn, if you wish to go to there. And yeah, it's up to you guys what you wish to do. Also, Rundar has decided to disarm the warding glyph, I believe, he put on the door to his and Silver's room. Not that Silver is here anyway, but if he was, you would need to know that. So, yeah, night has passed, and it is now morning. Do you guys wish to meet up? Do you want
I'm
to?
gonna make my way to the hotel because, if I recall, I'm asleep in the stable.
That's true. You did go to sleep in the stable with
Grumblebark.
Grumblebark. Thank you. I almost said something completely wrong, so I'm glad you said it before I did.
And so I'm gonna with Grumblebark make my way over to the hotel that everyone else is staying at, and I'm gonna be talking to the person at the front desk about Silverberry.
All right. The man at the front desk seems, he's a older Leonin.
Thought you were gonna say professional.
He's pretty grumpy. You know, he's got white gray fur. You know, kind of a thinning mane, and he seems very uninterested, but kind of trying to humor you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep telling him just all about her in every way. Waiting for my, of course, party.
He seems to be kind of doing work as he is also saying like to all your stories.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna
and
talking about like how she has a wonderful connection to the natural world. Can you believe it? She loves flowers. Yeah, flowers. She loves the wind. Even can you believe that? The wind.
The wind is nice.
Yeah.
He says.
She loves even things like the stones. She loves stones. Can you believe that? Oh, she's just so wonderful.
Sounds like it.
Tell me, do you have somebody in your life?
I wish I had less.
Yeah. Anyways, she loves to sing. She wears a crown of flowers in her hair. Yeah. Just wonderful.
And as this conversation is going on, do the rest of you wish to come downstairs?
Yeah.
Ariel's going to check on Rundar and Silver because she's worried about the shenanigans where they were pretty much pulling out a fucking warping of reality key from an entire...
I forgot. That okay. Brief additional recap, because that's kind of important. So it was Silver that pulled it out, right? Yeah. Silver decided to reveal, I believe, the key of space from the Forbidden Isles, which he had elected to keep, and showed off in the bar, which got quite a bit of attention, as it appears to warp reality and such. So yeah, now everyone knows you have that. Just thought I'd mention that. Okay. Silver and Rundar are both seem just fine, like they slept fine.
They're alive, not dead. That's all. We can roleplay it later if we need to. I just
that
wanted
makes
to.
Sense.
That is what my character would be doing. They're not here, so.
Understood. I'm sure Silver has something snarky to say, and probably will attempt to steal something or something like that. Who knows? You can imagine he's doing his usual shenanigans in the background while he's not here.
Yep.
Can I go up to Carriel and say, like, hey, I need to talk to you about something?
You may not.
You
Sure.
absolutely go for
Where are you
it.
doing this?
What's that?
As we go down to like the main inn, or like as I'm checking on them?
Yeah, and I say, you know, when we're done with this, I need to talk to you in private. And I reference to my room, but not in like a soliciting way.
Wow. Jeez.
Not coming.
Ariel.
Maybe a look of concern on my face.
That's Silver's girlfriend.
Oh God.
That's Sulfur's territory.
Did you say that in person? Please say you said that in person.
Please.
Yeah, I said it
Very
as
character.
I'm passing by and I hear this. Like, I just give you a look of reproach of like,
Like, my gosh, Carriel.
Miriam. And then I
Playing
just,
many
it's
games.
none of my business. It's none of my business. And I hurry downstairs.
Ariel pinches the bridge of her nose. All right. She motions for you to lead on.
And I go to my room and I unlock the door and I walk in and I like hold the door open.
Ariel, step in.
And then I close the door. Very like quietly close the door, and then I lock the lock, and apparently I'm guessing there's like maybe a bolt lock on it too. And I do that. And then I go over to the windows and I close the blinds. And then I go, so I don't, Roll20 doesn't work with cell phones, and that's all I have right now. So whatever key that I had, I think it's like the key of fate or something. I'm gonna take that out and just like dig in my bag and take it out and just show it. And it's like, I don't know what to do.
Okay, let me double check which key it is. But in your inventory, yep, it is the key of fate.
There we go.
Is it like glowing, or do you just suddenly start feeling anxious about it?
As you pull out the key of fate, looking at it and even pulling it out, you feel like you can sense many different times and versions of pulling it out. Reaching into your bag to pull it out, you can envision pulling out in a different way, choosing not to pull it out, leaving it in there,
You,
as if you're living every single one of these
you
possible.
stop saying pull out.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
The point is, every way that you're
You're gonna give me a
interacting with
brain
this-
aneurysm with how many times I want to say that's what she said.
I know. Anyway, every time you're interacting with this key, you are essentially able to envision and pretty much live, in some extent, an alternate path that you could be
Like-
taking or have taken with it.
I've analyzed 3,722 different realities, and this is the only one where I pull out this key.
Yes.
Anyway,
I like the pause between pull out and key.
Yes, that was
was
very
effective.
effective. Well,
Anyway, so yes, I pull out this key with a nervous look, and
God.
it's like, yeah, Sulfur's not the only one that has one of these.
So let me get this straight. Multiple members of our group are walking around with the keys that release a fucking elder god. This is in character, to be clear. They release an elder god or whatever the fuck that thing was. And just showing it, well, you're not showing it around, to be clear. But he's just showing it around to everybody? Like, that's bound to get way too much attention.
Well, it's not like the custodians ever really held us to the fire to give them back. I mean, it was kind of apparent that we had them, and it was kind of apparent that we were leaving.
Ariel shrugs. I don't know. Maybe they're safer with us. Maybe not.
Out of character.
I don't
That's
freaking
actually
care
like a
anymore.
legitimate point. You know what? If they lost him the first time, they knew we had him, they let us go a second time. I mean, what do they say? Fool me once. Shame
Yeah,
on me.
right.
If it comes back, then it's theirs. If not,
This is
Let
all
something go, and if it comes back, it was always yours to
It was
begin
meant-
with.
it was
Jesus
meant to be.
Christ.
So then I go ahead and put it back in my backpack, and I said, I just need you to at least know what we're dealing with here.
After a few moments of silence, she says, "Does someone have the third one, or did we give that back?"
I wouldn't be and this is in character. I wouldn't be surprised if someone has it. It may have been Dane, and I think it was Dane. Sam, did you ever determine if they knew what that was? And I think you said they kept it, but I can't quite remember.
The authorities kept it and confiscated it.
So I'm gonna say, well, based on the ledger that they gave me when they gave me Dane's stuff, the authorities have it in that town.
In Cariel's town. In Cariel.
Bavaria.
Yeah. Bavaria.
Cariel
What is that one?
curses under her breath. Well, here's hoping it's safe there.
Well, I mean, if you gave it to your guards, maybe have your guards hold on to it. I've heard they're really accurate with bows and arrows. It'd probably be safe with them.
Cariel raises an eyebrow. I am not so sure, given how easily Dane dispatched 3 of them.
Excuse me. The wasps. Okay. Just to clarify.
Yeah, Cariel isn't making that distinction.
Well, at any rate, we'll have to figure this out as we go.
Cariel nods.
That's like all
Try
I
to keep
hear
it
through the
safe
door.
and not bring it. And
Ooh, Helldivers
not
finished updating.
show anyone.
I'm gonna launch it in the
I
background so
won't
that I
pull
can
it
see
out
what I
anymore.
get. I want the freebie thing.
And then I go ahead and tuck it in.
So I'm gonna
slide open the blinds,
mute
unlock
audio
the
for a
door, and then I
second. You won't be able to
gesture
hear
for
them.
Cariel